हेलो। हेलो। नमस्ते। हेलो स्टूडेंट, नमस्ते। आई एम JVN डॉक्टर ब्रजराज सिंह चौहान, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर इन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड मैथडोलॉजी, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर। प्रोग्राम नेम BSc B.Ed 6 सेम PCM, course name Pedagogy of Mathematics, and session of today is problem solving method. We are knowing well the child is very curious. The child is curious by nature. He wants to find out solution of many problems, which sometimes puzzling over to the adults. The problem solving method is one which involves the use of the process of problem solving or reflective thinking or reasoning. Problem solving method is, as the name indicated, begins with the statement of a problem that changes the student to find out the solution. Definition of problem solving method is: problem solving method is a set of event in which human being was rules to achieve some goals. Another definition: problem solving involves concept formation and discovery learning. Again, another definition: problem solving is a planned attacks upon a difficulty of perplexity for a purpose of finding a satisfactory solution. These are the various definition of problem solving method. Now, step in problem solving method is as follows. Number one, first of all, we have to identify the problem. The student should be able to identify and clearly define the problem. The problem that has been identified should be interesting, challenging, and motivating for the student to participate in exploring. Next one, analyzing the problem. The problem should be carefully analyzed as to what a given and what is to be find out. Given facts must be identified and expressed if necessary in symbolic form. Formulating tentative hypothesis. Formulating of hypothesis means preparation of a list of possible reasons of the occurrence of the problem. Formulating of hypothesis develops thinking and reasoning power of the child. The focus at this stage is on hypothesizing, searching for the tentative solution to the problem. Next one, testing of hypothesis. Appropriate method should be selected to test the validity of the tentative hypothesis as a solution to the problem. If it is not proved to be the solution, the students are asked to formulate alternate hypothesis and proceed. Next, verifying of the result of checking the result. No conclusion should be attempted without being properly verified. At this step, the students are asked to determine their result and substantiate the expected solution. The student should be able to make generalization and apply it to their daily life. Example is: define union of the set A and B and C. Prove that A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. Solution. Step first, identifying and defining the problem. After selecting the and understanding the problem, the child will be able to define the problem in this own word. The union of two sets A and B is the set which contain all member of set A and the member of set B. The union of A and B is expressed as A union B and symbolically represent A union B. The union of two set AB is expressed as A union B and symbolically A union B is equal to X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. The common elements are taken only once in the union of the set. Step 2, analyzing the problem. After defining the problem in his own word, the child will always the given problem that how the problem can be solved. Step 3, formulating tentative hypothesis. After analyzing the various aspects of the problem, he will be able to make hypothesis that first of all he should calculate the union of set B and C, then union of set A and B and C. Thus he can get the value of A union B union C. Similarly, he can solve A union B union C. Next, step 4, testing of hypothesis. Thus, on the basis of given data, the child will be able to solve the problem in the following manner. In the example of this is given that B union C is equal to B union C and the solution of B union C is given here. Next, A union B union C. After taking union, you get the solution. After solving the problem, the child will analyze the result on the basis of given data and verify his hypothesis whether A union B union C is equals to the A union B union C or not. Verifying of the result after testing and verifying his hypothesis, the child will be able to conclude that A union bracket B union C is equal to A union B in bracket union C. Thus the child generalize the result and apply his knowledge in new situations. Merits of this method. This method is psychological and scientific in nature. It helps in developing good study habits and reasoning power. It helps to improve and apply knowledge and experience. The child learns how to act in new situation. Next, it develops group feeling while working together. Teachers become familiar with these pupils. Next, it develops analytical, critical, and generalization ability of the child. This method helps in maintaining discipline in the class. Next, demerit of this method or limitation of this method is as follows. This is not suitable for lower classes. There is lack of suitable books and reference for children. It is not economical. It is wastage of time and energy. Teacher find it difficult to cover the prescribed syllabus. To follow this method, trained teachers are required. There is always doubt of drawing a wrong conclusion. Mental activities are more emphasized as compared to the physical activities. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you. Thank you very much.